So I got tired looking at this fretboard on this Glarry instrument. This is the Gjazz 5. Gonna get a little lemon oil and kind of condition this fretboard a little bit. It's as you can see, it's kind of got some residue and white stuff all over it, so I'm gonna get it cleaned up. Okay, this lemon oil is good stuff. I'm try to do a little real time of what it looks like. And you put it on there. I kind of suspect that this isn't true rosewood, but at least I can get it cleaned off. They say this is rosewood, but I'm not so sure that it is. Got a bunch of residue on there. Could be dust, but this is kind of just like the first little light coat to get it cleaned off. As you can see, it's definitely got something going on. I think I'm gonna have to get me another piece of cotton, because this one is just whatever's on that fretboard is coming off, but look at that. So that's another thing you're gonna have to do if you get one of these instruments. Definitely gonna have to do some fretboard conditioning. It's already starting to look better. Got another, look at that. I was trying to do this without any cuts just so you could see real time, but I'm gonna have to put the camera down so I can get another cotton pad to clean this up some more. Look at that. So this is another thing that you're gonna need to do to this instrument. So let me get another cotton pad. Okay, for this second one, I saturated this pretty good. I think I'm gonna start on this end, since I started at the other end on the other one. So that's starting to clean up pretty nice. So that was real time. So if you get this kind of instrument, you're really gonna have to put some time into doing this fretboard conditioning. Get on the other side of the nut too. That's the second pass. Normally what I like to do on a real rosewood fretboard is get it pretty saturated and let it soak in, but I'm just not sure if this is real rosewood or not. As you can see, the fret ends are kind of catching that cloth. So that looks a lot better. I'm gonna let that one soak in for a while and then do another pass, but this is the second round. This was the first round. So I don't know if they've used some kind of alternate wood and put some kind of dye on there, or if that's just the manufacturing process. Not sure. I just know that that's pretty dirty after cleaning it twice. Looking better. Definitely looking better. So far I've had to do nut work and fretboard conditioning. I did order a tusk nut to go on there to replace that. So this stock nut is some pretty soft plastic material, so I'm gonna opt for the tusk replacement. See how that works. Okay, I'm gonna let that soak in and then I'll do another round. All right, I was getting ready to do round 3 of the fretboard lemon oil, and I decided to wipe it down with just a shop paper towel, and this is what the shop paper towel looks like after wiping it down. So one thing I've also noticed is I'm wondering if that white stuff was a wood grain filler, because I'm starting to see a lot of little holes and divots in the fretboard. there's a pretty good one right there. It's pretty much all up and down the neck. There's little holes and divots. So let me get this third coat on there. Go. I mean, it is looking better as far as all that white stuff's not on there anymore, but look at that. The more you wipe it, the more it comes off. So, not sure exactly. So on this one, I'm just probably gonna let it soak. Let that limonal soak in real good. Again. Then I'll do another wipe down again. But I don't know if you can see that. Look at that. Okay, well, once again, thanks for watching. And if you like what I'm doing, please hit that subscribe button. And as always, have a good night. While I'm waiting for that limonal to soak into the fretboard, I thought I'd open this up, see what we got under the hood here. Stick out a little bit. These pickups will not raise up enough. I want to see what's going on. I may need to put some foam underneath there. I need to get a larger screwdriver. Normally, pick guard screws are smaller screw heads, but these are pretty big. I needed to get this pick guard off because I need to see why that one screw won't go down over there on that side. Screw holes drilled crooked. That's why it won't go down. Trying to do all this stuff real time so you can see that I'm not trying to do any tomfoolery or anything. Just showing it how it is. See if I can get that off of there. Okay. Yeah. I apologize that I keep clearing my throat. I ate some spicy kimchi earlier and just didn't want to clear out of my throat. I should be able to raise that up, but the foam is just not thick enough. So I'm gonna have to take this all the way out and see if I can't find some thicker foam to put under there. Man, they didn't do any cleaning at all in these things. They just left the sawdust where it ended up. Okay, this just looks like a bar magnet and some kind of epoxied pickup. Just a real thin piece of foam right in the middle. So I'm gonna see if I can't dig up some thicker foam to put all the way across. And that's gonna require 2 hands. So I'm gonna cut the video for a second. Alright, so I kind of improvised a little bit with some packing foam, and I just used some double-sided sticky tape to hold that onto the pickup. So this should get it up high enough to where I need it, and hopefully I didn't make that too thick, but I'm gonna need 2 hands. I'll get this tightened down, see how it looks. All right, I think that's gonna provide a much more stable base. That's just some like high density packing foam, and that's definitely gonna get it up higher enough, and I tried to put it the full length of the pickup to give it a little more support. So let me get the pick guard back on there and see how it's gonna look. All right, this looks a lot closer to where it needs to be to get the string hot. I probably am gonna have to go down a little bit on that, but at least I've got the thicker foam in there that's gonna be a little more resilient when I try to make adjustments to that pickup. So now I'm gonna do this one, and I'm not gonna bore you with the real time on that. I'm just gonna get that foam added and continue on. Okay, as you can see, this just has a little thin piece of foam. So I'm gonna get a thicker piece added to that and get that pickup put back down. This is just some high density packing foam that I'm trimming down to size. I just split the layers, and then I'm gonna trim it right there and have a nice thicker piece of foam on there to hold that pickup more steady. I just used a little thin strip of double-sided tape to kind of add a little bit of adhesion. So I just put that on there like that, and that way it'll kind of stick to that pickup a little bit. See if that's going to be too thick. that's gonna work. Let me get that tightened down. All right, as you can see, that thicker foam is allowing that pickup to get up to the height that it's gonna need to be for the strings. If you can see how high those saddles are, that pickup was way too low, so the output wasn't very strong at all. So let me get this fretboard wiped down. Looks like all that lemon oil soaked in. Get this wiped down, get those strings back on there, and get these pickup heights adjusted right. Okay, I'm gonna try to show you a quick and easy way to get super shiny frets with very little cost. Just get you a microfiber towel and just do it like you would if you were shining shoes. It's a good way to clean your fretboard and get super shiny frets all at the same time. No fancy tools required. It's kind of hard to use that shoe shine method down here at the end, but you can pretty much get all the way to where the neck meets the body. Show you how that looks now. That's polished frets without having to tape it off, without having to use any kind of fancy sandpapers or anything like that. Just a microfiber towel. Pretty shiny. Okay, I got the strings back on, got the pickups adjusted. These are a lot closer to where they need to be now. I pretty much just set them by measurement for right now, but in the previous video you can see where these were almost completely flush with the body, and there was probably a good, I don't know, almost ½ an inch gap there between the strings and the pickups. So I bet this is gonna sound much better now. So once again, thanks for stopping by and watching my videos. If you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button. And if you have any comments, leave those down below. And also hit that like button. That helps me out too. So as always, thanks for watching and have a good night. Okay, so I got the pickup height adjusted. Initially I did it by measurement, then I just kind of adjusted it by tone or by ear. What I ended up with was about 6/64 on the neck and about 5 on the bridge. And don't forget, this is probably kind of redundant mentioning it, but if you're a beginner trying to get this particular model of bass, this Glarry bass adjusted, you've got to adjust your intonation. Pretty much all of these were just straight flat just barely on, and when I adjusted the intonation, brought them back quite a bit. Saddle height wise, they're pretty much maxed out, but now that I got that foam underneath the pickups, they're more stable and they're adjusted. The height's adjusted for the tone. That fretboard cleaned up nicely, and now I've got nice shiny frets. And the nut work made a big difference, and when I get that Graphtec Tusk nut in, it's probably going to make a big difference on the tone. But I don't know if you saw my initial unboxing and then my round 2 unboxing, but I really wasn't impressed with this instrument at all when I first opened it. As a matter of fact, I was trying to return it, and the customer service was phenomenal with Glarry. Definitely a happy transaction now, and now that I've spent a lot of time and effort on getting this set up properly, it's starting to grow on me. I think for practical use, probably would need to go with a pickup upgrade, but just if you're going to be noodling around in the bedroom, if you get these pickup heights up to the proper height to the string, should be good for just bedroom playing. Single coils, they are pretty noisy. I noticed quite a bit of hum when I was testing the tones out, but this bass is starting to grow on me. This might actually be this one actually might stick around for a while. I was able to get that pick guard screwed down. That screw hole was drilled crooked, and you know, like I said, for if you were going to gig with this instrument, probably would need to go with a pickup upgrade. But just for noodling around in the bedroom, I think these are good. And eventually I'll post an actual sound demo. It's pretty late right now, so I can't exactly crank my amp up. So anyway, thanks for watching. If you like my videos, please subscribe, hit that like button, comment down below if you have something to say, and be sure and hit that bell for future notifications. As always, thanks for watching and have a good night.